Hello, today we are going to uninstall from the Ubuntu Linux operating system Snap completely. I am using the operating system Ubuntu 23.10 and I have this wiki page. Command lines that start with a $sign should be run as the non-root Linux user, but this Linux user should be administrator, so should be able to elevate using sudo command. And then the hash sign is for command lines that need to be run as the user root. Let's start a terminal. Okay, so right now I'm inside the terminal emulator console. This is bash, the command line shell. $sign prompt tells me that I'm not a user root. In order to become the user root, I use this command line. Now the prompt in bash has turned to the hash mark. I exit in here, and right now I am the user root. In order to exit, I go exit, or I could go do Control D. Okay, let's look at the deb package snapped. It's installed on my computer, so that's the package -l grep snapped. This one. Why is it installed on my system? In order to make it easier to install snap packages, and because one of these deb packages depends on the deb package snapped. In my case, the only real deb package that depends on snapped is the deb package for Firefox. The other important one is the web browser that's based on the Google Chrome engine, Chromium-browser. Okay, so for me, I'm going to uninstall Snapped completely, which will uninstall these two web browsers. Firefox is installed by default on Ubuntu, and that's what I use as a web browser. So I will need to install Firefox from deb packages from another source than Ubuntu. Because if I try to install the deb package from Ubuntu, that will try to install the deb package snapped, and then we get snap installed back on our machine. Okay, first of all, let's get another web browser than Firefox. I'm using Falcon, which is a web browser from the KDE community. I'm using KDE Plasma. This is the Ubuntu Linux operating system, which runs by default the KDE Plasma desktop. Okay. Let's actually copy the instructions in a text editor, because Firefox will disappear anytime. Let's actually close it and continue with the instructions from the text editor. So we've installed Falcon. I need to start the web browser Falcon like this. It's here. Says that I should search on Google. So that would be Google and then Ubuntu remove snap. The second result, the first one is many results from askubuntu.com. The second one is from debugpoint.com. Let's go there. Because the instructions that I found here are the ones that I have usually used in order to uninstall Snap completely from my Ubuntu operating system and then to install Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so these are the instructions, but I have also the instruction in my notes. Let's use snap list. It says that currently I have 2000 deb packages installed, which are these. And also 6 snap packages, which are these. What I'm trying to do is take the output, the standard output from snap list, which is this thing, exclude the columns 2, 3, 4, etc., and keep just this first column. So this rectangle, this one. And then I want to also remove the first row, so name, which can be done like this. You go snap list, and then using OQ print just the first command, the first column, and then using tail, you do not print the first row. Okay, so without the tail would be like this with an extra name, which is not a valid snap package, so we cannot uninstall. That's why we remove it. Okay. We skipped a step, says unpin the Mozilla Firefox icon from the KDE Plasma panel. We should also put to close all Firefox processes. So unpin. Next up, we're going to uninstall all of these snap packages from the command line. For that will be root. So let's become the user root. We can see that the prompt has changed from $sign to the £sign. Okay. We cannot do it the easy way. The command to uninstall one snap package is snap remove -- purge, and then the name of the package. We cannot do it using xargs because there's some protection in there, or maybe I do not know how to use xargs correctly. But I know how to do it with a or loop. Okay. So what I do is I run the previous command, this one, and then I reorder this list at each run of the command. It's always different because there's this shuffling the standard output lines. That's important because I do not know the exact order in which I should uninstall the snaps. For instance, I cannot start with uninstalling snap because Firefox depends on snap. I cannot install GTK common themes because that's needed by GNOME 42. So what I do is I create a random list of these packages, and then I uninstall all of the possible packages. That's why we have the need to run the command that uninstalls the random list of snap packages at least 3 times. Where is it? This thing. Okay, so it has started uninstalling packages. It is uninstalling GNOME 42, uninstalling GTK common, cannot uninstall bear yet because it's a dependency, cannot uninstall snap yet because it's a dependency, can uninstall Firefox because the snap package for Firefox is not needed by any snap package, and then also Core 22. So we have just 2 remaining. So we're going to run the command again. At some point, the remaining snap packages will be in the correct order. So in just 2 tries, we've uninstalled all of the snap packages correctly. But sometimes you need to run this command more than 10 times because it's totally randomness. Okay, so if you go snap list, it says that no snaps are installed yet. Try snap install hello world, which is what we want. We have many deb packages installed on the operating system, but 0 snap packages installed. We can now uninstall the snapd deb package. Why can't it do it? Because of this guy, right? Unattended upgrades. How do we kill this process? Unattended upgrade. It has a name. Okay, let's try now. It will remove snapd and squashfs tools. Yes, I agree. In order to be very sure that /snap is not in use, maybe you would need to reboot before line 81. So before issuing the command apt remove -- auto remove snapd. But it works nonetheless. Okay, then every time somebody will try to run apt install Firefox, the deb package for Firefox will be installed, and then that will also install the deb package for snapd and will get snapd back. The same if somebody tries to run apt install Chromium - browser. For that, we want to make the snapd deb package not installable. And we also want to, in my case, to make the Firefox deb packages from Ubuntu not installable, because I'm getting the deb packages for Firefox from another source. We need to make sure that this directory exists. This directory does exist. Let's see that we do not have yet any files in there. We could just list the content of the directory. It's a clean install of Ubuntu 23.10, so this file should not, no files should exist in this directory. And now we're creating the file. And we're going to create it from the command line in order not to depend on what command line text editor you have available and you know how to use, etc. So just go paste 3 command lines, which add 3 lines into the file. Why doesn't copy paste work? Paste. Okay, and now let's see our work. Was the file created? Yes. What's the content of the file? Snapd Firefox asterisk release O equal Ubuntu asterisk and pin priority -1. So what does this file do? It says there's 2000 deb packages installed on this computer. There's another 4000 packages available in the Ubuntu repositories, package repositories. But still the package snapped should never be offered to be installed by apt install. The same for all of the packages with names Firefox, Firefox ESR, Firefox Nightly, etc. So starting with Firefox and then anything, but only if the origin is Ubuntu. So only if it comes from a package repository online and that's provided by Ubuntu. -1 means never install these things, these deb packages. So the deb package with the exact name snapped and the deb package with the names Firefox or Firefox and then something else, such as Firefox -ESR. Okay, and now let's see how apt install snapped actually behaves. It lies and says that the package snapped has no installation candidate. It does exist in the Ubuntu deb repositories, but it's configured in this file /etc/up/preferences.d/nopsnap.pref that it should not be offered, the package snap. Let's do the same for the package Firefox. And it provides the same output. And now we'll need to decide if we want to have Firefox installed. Where do we get it from? There's 3 options. There's from the official Mozilla Firefox webpage, mozilla.org, there's binary tarballs that you can unzip on your computer and run from there. There's the official deb repository from Mozilla. And the third possibility is using the Ubuntu PPA named Mozilla Team. So this is what I'm going to use. You just search for Ubuntu PPA Mozilla Team and follow their official instructions. It's just a line. Asks me if this is okay. I need to press enter. I'm going to run apt update to get the latest metadata from the remote package repositories to my computer. And now I can try installing the packages. So again, apt install snapped should not provide anything, but apt install Firefox should ignore the Firefox deb package from Ubuntu, but should provide the option of installing the Firefox from this new repository that I have added, which is the PPA Mozilla Team. I go, do you want to continue? Yes. Press enter. This is the default Firefox package that's used in the KD Neon Linux operating system. It works. It has been stable forever for me, for years. This is my go-to deb package for Ubuntu, for Firefox. Okay. Next up, so we have removed the Mozilla Firefox icon from the KD Plasma panel named Icons Only Task Manager. Because I use the web browser always during the day, I need to have it pinned on position 1 in my KD Plasma panel. So let's start it. So you can either search for it or it's in the group internet. Okay. Let's pin it. I'm also going to put it on the first position. And that's it. You can now start using Firefox, the Firefox from the Mozilla PPA, not the Firefox from the official Ubuntu snap packages. You can reboot the computer to make sure everything's as expected. So this was it. This was how to uninstall completely the snap packages on your Linux operating system that's from the Ubuntu family. You can also install snap on other operating systems, but then mostly some Linux operating systems from the Ubuntu family come with snap pre-installed. This is in the case where your favorite Linux operating system comes with snap pre-installed and you really want to uninstall snap from there. Okay. So we saw that just 2 deb packages from the official Ubuntu repositories will actually install a snap package equivalent. And we need to make sure we do not install these deb packages. We needed another web browser while we uninstall snap, because that automatically uninstalls the Firefox web browser. There's no command line to uninstall all of the snaps installed on your computer, so then that's why we needed to use this very complicated command line. So we go snap list, then take only the first column, ignore the first row, do shuffle on that thing, and then in a for each we list the name of the package that we're going to remove, and then we go snap, remove, purge, and then the name of the snap package. And we need to do this thing more than 2 times because of dependencies between the various installed snap packages. Then we can remove the snap-deb file. We need to tell apt to please don't reinstall snapd again, or Firefox again, or Chromium browser again, if those deb packages come from Ubuntu repositories by using pin priority -1. And then we've installed the Ubuntu PPA Mozilla Team, which is just another repository that's being added to inside of /etc/apt. And then we get all of the metadata about the packages with apt update, and then we install Firefox, apt install Firefox. That's it. Thank you.